for the health of our entire body and brain, and that we require both sleep quantity and sleep quality. Excellent sleep occurs when we get both. But what about those of us who would desperately love to get those 7 to 8 hours sleep at night, but can't? Maybe you suffer from a health complaint or sleep disorder, or maybe your job means you sleep irregular hours, or perhaps you just can't stop thinking about the events of the day when you turn out the lights at night. Sleep and relaxation are so important to our overall well-being, but increasingly difficult to achieve in our digitally based, fast-paced, time-poor and stress-filled world. A book like this can't provide answers for all the problems associated with sleep, but the brain-based exercises included here will relieve most of the symptoms of poor sleep and leave you feeling calm and relaxed. If you have trouble sleeping and have kids, you're probably keen to set them up to be far better sleepers than you. We all want to do what's best for our children, even if this means less sleep for ourselves. My interest in sleep needs of children, from babies to adolescents, began 42 years ago with the birth of my first child. An infant can present many challenges when it comes to sleeping, not just for the child, but also for the adults who are trying to care for and nurture them. Working in an executive health practice for 15 years revealed to me that many people's sleep issues were very much tied up with problems their children were having with sleep. When our children sleep at odd hours or wake in the night with sleep terrors, it's tempting to assume that they're naturally poor sleepers, just as we do when we can't sleep ourselves. But the great news is that regardless of our current sleep patterns, nearly all of us have an inherent ability to fall asleep and remain asleep. Like most adults, virtually all children have the ability to achieve good, even excellent sleep. For the vast majority of us, sleep is something we don't think about until we have to. But ask anybody, how was your sleep last night? And the answer is almost always, it could have been better. So why not work on making it better? Why not work towards being able to say, I had an excellent sleep? If we start to look at sleep as a 24-hour process and not just a waste of 7 to 8 hours, we can then begin to link the activities of our wakeful periods to our sleep periods and give ourselves a real chance of achieving an excellent sleep. Time to turn the lights on so we can take a good look at how to do just that. Why not work towards being able to say, I had an excellent sleep? Part 1. Why we need to sleep. Let her sleep, for when she wakes she will shake the world. Napoleon Bonaparte, French general and emperor, 1769 to 1821. The purpose of sleep. How sleep happens and what's going on while it happens are complex questions, and yet at face value very simple. Sleep literally involves doing nothing but lying down and not being conscious. The purpose of sleep is a very hot topic, widely debated among scientists. Clearly, sleep is for rest, which allows our body and brain time to recover and recharge. Periods of activity that leave us feeling exhausted need to be followed by prolonged periods of inactivity to give our system time to recover and be replenished. But sleeping is not just resting. The amount of sleep we need is not dependent on the amount of activity we've engaged in. We can usually sleep around 7 hours whether we have completed hard manual labour or lain around on the lounge all day. One activity requires recuperation and the other does not, which is why exhaustion does not dictate our sleep patterns. As we'll see, the timing and duration of our sleep are determined not by our need to rest.